The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started today. If you don't know who I am, please take a tab and pen, write down today's date. Everything I do is based on time, effort, and what we want to do to achieve that goal. If you don't know, my name is Ray, last name is Reynolds, write it down. Bottom line is very simple. They nicknamed me the Godfather of Credit years ago. So far, I've done about $4 billion for clients, and that's kind of fun. I like goodies, and I didn't like eating out of a trash can. So I'm going to teach you exactly what I learned to do and what you can do for you. This is live. It's the only one I'm doing this week, the last one. All right, we've got some fun happening tomorrow. Bottom line, pictures, recording, no. Write it down, put it here. The ultimate goal is one thing about me. I'm always going to come through. The bottom line is all those goodies over there. All right, I want you to get them too. From Monday through usually Saturday, live. Bottom line is look behind the curtain. We got to learn to play. Bottom line is, guess what? You can achieve that American dream if you choose to. All right, let's take that 750 score. You see, here's the goal. If you want the $100 million building, you want the $1 million Lamborghini, the $5 million mansion, and the race bus like I obtained, maybe you'll listen today. Bottom line is you're going to have a 750 score. From there, what we have to find out is we'll build that first 100,000. You see, it's like I got Clay here. Clay from literally Las Vegas. How you doing? Now, Clay did good and kind of screwed up. Then I helped him. And then he's paying me a little bit at a time. My biggest problem is I care too damn much, my wife tells me, because I'm always trying to help everybody, even when they screw up. So Clay's doing pretty good. I popped him a couple cards to rebuild him. But the bottom line is that 100,000, that's the killer. Once we get there, we can go up and away to the millions and the billions. The bottom line is I can repackage you because I'm sorry to say you followed like a bunch of damn sheep. And that's what you did to you. And you brought the pain home. Now, let's understand. I'm going to add you to my credit system. Very simple. On the credit system today, it's very simple. I guess my laser went off. Isn't that nice? My pointer. Whee! Isn't that fun? Oh, this is not live. Yes, it's live always. But the bottom line, I better leave it in my pocket. You see, tomorrow I'm going to wake them up and shake them up. The people that don't go to the boot camp this weekend are the stupidest people I've ever met. Sorry, it's just my opinion. I brought in my first 100,000 at 9.5, million at 14, double billion, 2.6 billion at 26. My wife says this is my hobby. It gives me something to do during the day. You see, if I add you to my credit system, I'm going to do exactly what needs to be done to make you go up, and away. I'm the guy that trained Kenya Harborough years ago. And we set up the system for TRW and Aspiria. You got choices today. So let's understand. Let's show you some goodies. Let's rub your nose in it. And let's see if you want to go get it yourself. You see, the biggest problem people have is they're lazy. Half of you are lazy. The other half want to basically go get it. Good. Some of you, you got excuses. There's no damn reason you didn't get to the $1 million dream. I did it at 14.5. What's wrong with you? Well, these suckers turned up, but it's up to you. I like goodies. You like those goodies too? See, I got to teach you how to get the American dream, step by step. The bottom line is I got to wake you up, shake you up. Next thing is I got to analyze you. You see, the analyzation is the key. Knowing how to play the game and learn to win. But again, that's your structure that I want to do. Now, yes, I'm online 6 days a week. And that's fun for me. But the reality is the live event is totally different. Up and away. We get to have more fun. So the bottom line is let's repackage you. I've been doing this for 45 years. My last and final year, the 6 days a week. So tomorrow, no class on Friday, no class on Saturday. Tomorrow, I'm going to wake them up and shake them up on their personal credit. I'm going to show what Ken Yarborough and I did to set up a new file. It's file segregation at the same time, too. They have no idea what they're up against. They're going to have fun. By Sunday, they're going to have brain drain. And then I have to hold their hand for about 6 months before they screw it up again. You should never screw it up in the first place. So you got no classes. We got basically, you can get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if you want to play. But if you don't, that's okay. It's my last and final one. You can't find anybody on the planet that does what I do. On top of that, they don't give you back 10 times your money back through personal business credit ever. But again, your opportunity is falling in your lap, and some of you are blowing it. But again, what are we going to do? Boo-hoo-hoo. No. 1,000 steps to millionaire. You screwed up, go back where you left off. All right? Become a certified CFO and understand what that means. Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, saying we're going to certify these people and know how to play so they get the American dream. My legacy is the Ray Reynolds University. I'm going to leave $10 billion to the corporation so my kids control it and not own it. But again, what I tried to do at 26, when I brought in $2.6 billion, is offer it for free to everybody, teach them how to play. No one wanted to play with me. So the reality is they have to have skin in the game, and that makes sense. So what do? I'm going to give you back 100% your money in most programs, if not times 10, better being in Vegas. But the bottom line is you get to play. Up to you. So let's draw that diagram in front of you. It's a corporation. Some of you had one before you met me. Sorry, you paid $3,000 to $5,000 and killed money. Kind of stupid. And you didn't learn diddly squat, but that's up to you. A corporation needs to be what? It's a legal person. It can have divisions or subsidiaries. The banks have subsidiaries. So when basically Bank of America bankrupt 4,000 locations, they get a tax credit. When they screw up, what did you do? You went home and went, boo-hoo-hoo. The biggest problem is you. Your lack of knowledge is why you bring the pain home. Bottom line is Chase Bank did it, Wells Fargo Bank, U.S. Bank too. You see, and when it comes to Sam's Club, the number 1 box store, you know, they shut down 63 locations in California 2 years before pandemic. You might want to Google that. They bankrupt 1,204 locations. Bankrupt. Got a tax credit. What do? Same thing about basically Geico. They ran out of California last year. Now cities. How does a city file bankruptcy? Simple. The United States of America Incorporated. They set up 50 corporations called states. States had a corporation called cities. They invented the Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. They get to bankrupt debt, and they get to stay in business. Your biggest problem is you. Your lack of knowledge is the biggest problem you got. But again, that's up to you too. So let's understand today, stop bringing the pain home, easier said than done, and become a certified CFO. As we play, reprogram your brain into millionaire status. The ultimate goal is pretty simple to do. My blueprint's what's going to work for you. You see, it doesn't matter how old you are today. You could be 20, 30, 50, 60, 70 years old. Look at your past. That's the roller coaster of faith and persistence. You've been looking for the blueprint your whole life. Good luck. Why didn't you come play with me? I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Are these turned up? Maybe you just want to be lazy, not a little crazy, and have excuses too. So let's look at we the people and the corporation rule. We the people, we're a person. Me. Ooh, that hurts. Ah! And what happens is what you do is you get an SSN, then you're getting right up diddly squat, and then you jack it up. You thought it was free money. And then your paycheck's your lifestyle, and that's where you kind of screwed up. But the reality is then you get to pay tax. You couldn't write a what? Diddly squat. And you brought the pain to your family. I think that's just plain stupid. What can I say? From here, a corporation's a legal person. It gets a tax ID. It doesn't pay tax until it makes a profit. So you can learn to play like the 1%ers and rich and famous people, grocery stores, cities too. But again, you got to turn these suckers up today. Oh, well, what can I say? You could have chose that since you were out of high school. I started my first corporation at 9.5. Why didn't you? What's wrong with you? I don't get it. You got choices today. My thought of the week is very simple. What are the steps you're missing? You are going to get, literally, to answer your question, what do we get the workshop? You're going to get literally well over 12,000 steps. Okay? Literally. Because the Millionaires Founder Skip's got 1,000 steps. That's easy to do. Wait till we tear it apart. Oh, I'm going to have some fun with those people coming in person or online. But again, they're going to get to the $1 million dream. Because I have no excuses, neither do they. So your choice is simple. 3 days. All right? Getting the dream and building it right. But again, time's up. It's up. It's over. You screwed up. You're not in boot camp. Don't blame anybody else. Blame yourself that you had the ability to sit down online or in person with a guy that brought in 2.6 billion at 26 and does it almost every damn day. You had your chance of your blueprint and you blew it. Good luck next time, because there's no next time with my boot camps. This is it. 45 years I've done my best to help people. You see, I like making money, pays the bills. And the biggest problem we have with you is you. You're afraid to try. And then you have excuses. And then you hold yourself back. And you don't think you can do it. Wow. It's ridiculous. Everybody's got the ability to get a damn $1 million card. And then another one. And another one. Another one. There's no damn excuse besides you not knowing how to play. Sorry. It's just the way it's true. You see, we're going to repackage these people in 2023. Now, I sold repackage in America for 100 million before, and I turned that into another billion, and then I bought the company back too. Isn't that fun? You see, your problem is you. Now, understand today, stop bringing the pain home. Easier said than done. Hey, why don't you go to those clickety-clack and tickety-dickety-dots, those little social media craps that they talk about personal business crap. They don't know jack what they're talking about. But you know what? The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. You're not stupid. You just did some stupid things. You see, you need a good coach. Here's your last chance to play with me. Good luck with that. You see, the bottom line is construction. We got to have a foundation. And what did you do? Keep right the pain over you and your family. You're guilty. Guilty. Why? I don't get it. If you have a corporation as a management company, managing divisions or subsidiaries, you never bring the damn pain home. What's wrong with you? Oh, you got a corporate doing business? What do they sue? They sue you. You're a dog. You're a sheep. Your choice was simple. Why don't you put your damn ducks in a row and let's repackage you? You got the guts? All right. How about the corporate umbrella? Simple to do. Everybody's a sheep. I'm sorry, you pay thousands of dollars to an attorney and CPA. It doesn't matter about PhDs. I got 3 of those and an engineering degree too. All right, law school and all that good stuff. But this school, it taught me how to pass the test. Doing the job is how you do it. And what did you do? Your friend and family probably ripped you off. And that attorney and CPA incorporated service charge you a fee more than a filing fee. I don't understand. Why would anybody, since I've been giving articles for free for 45 years, ever pay $3,000 to $5,000 for a corporation, not learn diddly squat? Why don't you start learning today? Can you turn these suckers up too? You see, I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people, even people coming out of prison. Now, Thomas loves me because he's got his dump truck business doing $5 million a year. Ricky Dickie Ross, he loved me too. He got 3 American Express cards, but now he hates me. Because I guess he was trying to sell credit too, or do something. I don't know what he's going to do. I did his wife's credit. I did his family before he got out of prison too. Wow. But you know, I like helping homeless people too. How about Kevin Costner? How about Michael? God rest his soul. How about homeless people? You see, you got a choice today. All right. I got over 3,000 testimonials that'll tell you if you don't go play with Ray, you're stupid today. That's exactly what they say. So the bottom line, what more people do, they have that kitchen table meeting. Oh, goody. They're going to sit around the kitchen table with their friends and family and start a business. Do you know most of the people you're sitting with are the ones going to hurt you the most? Your friends and family ripped you off, didn't they, in the past? What are you going to do? Hey, I'll tell you what we do. Get excited. Let's hawk the house. Let's jack up the credit cards, and let's screw up the family. That's what most of you did. Sorry. Why the blank would you ever bring the pain home? I made sure I studied every damn book, every law, every accounting, to make sure I don't bring that pain home before I had a wife or kids. I'll be damned if I bring that pain home. All I got as a kid is used and abused, and that sucks. So you got choices today. Never bring that pain home. Write down today's date. Let's see if you got the guts to play. All right? Half of you don't because you're lazy. The other one better be a damn little crazy like me. $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini, yachts, and race butts, and we got the $5 million mansion. Isn't that fun? But again, you can do the same thing if you pay attention. Your problem is, are you living in your $1 million mansion? Are you driving the $1 million car? Are you writing it all off? Oh, well, at least you tried to listen to me. I wrote Winning the Game of Business, and it says cash flow free up your time. 45 years ago, and I own the rights to that too. Even though some ding dong stole it. You know what? I should sue him someday when I get the time. But we get to play repackaging America. So the bottom line today is you got 12 books and CDs. You can go through them step by step, every step of the way to get to the $1 million dream. There's your rules and tools. We're going to dissect it, you know what, out of that at the boot camp. And we're going to have fun because everybody needs to learn how to play or understand something today. That's the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Now, real estate, come on. I've brought in billions and billions in real estate. Now, tell me you're an expert, please. Tell me about 2008 or the stated income. All the dummies lied and used countrywide, bunch of crap, and screwed up the world. I don't understand stupidity. In 2008, I'm making $1 million a day. So let's understand something. I wrote and invented Homestead Blocker, UCC One Chattel Mortgage. If you really want to do some real estate, let me know, because I'll show you exactly what I created. Now, Become the Bank, I wrote that out of Nevada. Why? Because in 1995, all corporations were Delaware banks and credit cards too. And then they decided to change their disclosure. So everybody ran to Wyoming, Nevada, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, until you're in the profit zone, don't bother. Just do your own state. But again, I was the largest registered agent in the world. By the way, I sold 10 times more in corporations in Nevada than anybody in the planet, still to this day. If you want the 18 books and CDs we're going to tear apart this weekend and have fun, you can get them for $9.99. Simple. Or if you invest $99 during the webinar now, you get them for free. But if you wait till after I'm done, forget it. It's simple. You see, when you start a business, you better hold your breath. You don't know if you're falling off the cliff, they're going to catch you, they're going to knock you down. Employees, suppliers, and creditors, come on. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Now, my journey was not so easy. I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She basically is 15 and a half, and this billionaire family, the Reynolds family. And what did she do? She tucked me in a damn trash can outside the hospital, 2 letters, one for me, one for the hospital. She yelled in the emergency ward, "Baby in the trash can." Then she went back to go take a nap. What I had. Oh, well, what can I say? Like I tell everybody in this office is, if I saw my mommy, I'd charge her $1 million today. Oh, well, but I came in the corporation and billionaires too at 26. But what can I say? All right. Boo-hoo-hoo. The journey today begins with me, if you want to. You see, every day I'm up at 2:25 like a clock, every 2:25, every day since I was 2 and a half. You know what I do? I drop to my knees. I say, "Thank you, Jesus, for another day." Kind of reminds me of Ernest Ainsley when a kid. He kept saying, "Heal, heal, come out." He would knock people in the head like he's curing them some BS. So come on. But I always look in the mirror. See, I don't have a mommy and a daddy. I got to put myself in check. Me, 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 me. It's all I got is me. So I got to see that I complete everything. Is there more to be done? Your problem is you listen to your friends and family. Good luck with that. None of them brought in millions and billions. You might want to listen to someone who actually did it and quit clouding your direction, but that's up to you too. July 4th, 2000, my life's great. I got my 3 yachts in the backyard. I got houses all over the place, billions and billions of real estate, all kinds of goodies. My wife wants to take people from the church and the school to watch the fireworks. How many people, which shot we need to take? Simple. What do we get to do? Next day, I'm in a damn coma. Are you frigging kidding me? Why, God, why? I'm helping people 6 days a week, trying to change lives too. But anyway, I got to die at 5:41. My tax attorney, that check, blah, 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 tricked my wife to sign a POA, power of attorney, that day and stole my whole life while I'm laying there dead. The nurse walked by and said, "Is he a donor? We're going to rip out his heart and take it away." But I got a choice that day to stay in peace or go back. You see, the bottom line is it's a mindset. I knew when I was eating out of a trash can at 3 in the Redondo Beach Pier, okay, literally I'd get to the million. I didn't know it was in the corporation at the time, but I knew I was going to get there. So you know what's really weird? It's a mindset. I had to move 24 times. I'm basically 11 and a half years old. All these shithead families just using and abusing me too. Kind of terrible. But what am I going to do? You see, the reality is this. Those bullies at the school, you had to run or kick it. I'd rather die than run. But that's just me. So I've been shot twice with a gun. I've been knifed 6 times too. The last one went into this hand, went all the way through. That's why I only have 10% of this hand. That's why it never hurts to do that. See what we get to do. You see, the mindset is on you. If you don't learn to see it, believe, and go get it, the reality is between now and the time you die, you're going to have all those regrets because you didn't learn to play and you keep bringing the pain home. Sorry to say, that's wrong. One of my books coming out is called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. I'm a pastor and I have to ask God to forgive me every day. See, I watch all these people drive crazy to the church. And then they go and pray Jesus. Then they get back and drive like idiots. I think being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. Oh, well, that's what I believe. That book's coming out soon. You see the goodies in front of you? That's just a couple things I obtained, from the Lamborghini to the Duffys to the mansions. Oh, I broke the record for the highest kick and the fastest kick on the planet in 1981. I just wanted to prove white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. A lot of stupid people in this world today. You know what? The race boats in the backyard, where you park yours. Helicopters, U-Docks, and what? Yachts and Ferraris. Let's go get the goodies and run it all off. Hell, why not? You're allowed to. But again, you're going to have to learn Ray's rules. You see, in the classes, I give all the things I can give in that hour time zone. I now get 3 days with people. Oh my goodness. We're going to basically wake them up, shake them up. The greatest boot camp I ever do is this weekend. It's the last and final one I'm going to do. I pray, I made my wife a promise. We're going to go to our castle in Ireland in 2024 and go on business trips. So the blueprint, if you ever want a real copy live with me, it's this weekend. If you blow it, that's on you. You got to learn to see it, believe it, go get it. Now write down section 611. Go ahead. They say you can rebuild your credit yourself, but credit repairs are fraud. All right, little Karen here got someone called yesterday. They've been in their program for 2 years, and they've been paying $129 a month. Isn't that like $3,000 they got ripped off by these stupid companies writing stupid letters? I don't get it. But again, can you help me? I mean, come on. The Federal Trade says credit repair is a fraud every damn day. They can't collect money up front, but they do all the time. Now we got to look at what? The Better Business Bureau? The BBB, the biggest Ponzi and fraud on the planet today. KBC, Walt Disney, and hundreds and thousands of companies won't pay their $625. You ever want an A rating? It's like $625. Don't worry, the CNN in 2020 tell you they're scam. They got this group that they did as the interview. They basically went online to register and pay their $625. They said, we're the Taliban, we kill children. They got an A rating the next day. Talk about a Ponzi and a scam. So remember the BBB? I sued them in 79 and I won, but nobody cared. But they got federally indicted too. And they got even kicked out of cities. They're the biggest Ponzi in fraud on the planet. So look at BBB got busted 2020 and CNN. So be careful. Now they do say Lexington Law and creditrepair.com, same company. The person yesterday didn't know they were paying two companies, and it says same company. Talk about us. Oh my goodness, I can't see anything bad. 755 complaints for government agencies. I just tell you to be careful. When Mark started LifeLock, I hear it on the radio and TV every day. And Joe has him sponsoring him. Does he realize they were indicted 6 times? The last indictment's $100 million. Oh, well, I guess he doesn't care. Be careful of that, too. You see, people writing stupid letters to the credit bureaus without solving problems. What does it do? It wakes up the creditor. And your score goes, meow, plop. If you truly want a 750 score, remember today, if you have an open collection account, there's no magic wand. All right, they're not going to wipe out your debt. That's your biggest problem. This is when you got to man up and woman up, know how to negotiate and get rid of the problem. You see, it's not hard to get a 750 score. Negotiate an open collection account. Debt ratio to 25-29%. And from there, rapid refresh. And what do you get? A 750 score. Oh, and that fun is called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So today, if you really want to get to that score, 750. Part of the first part of boot camp tomorrow is tearing apart your credit in different directions so you can learn what I did when my bankruptcy I had to file when I came out of coma. It didn't show up on my reports. We're going to teach them some things they never knew too. Wow. But again, if you want to get into the program, I'm going to rebuild you, but you got to be part of it. Let's get some goodies. Is that okay? First 25 steps today. Get your credit reports for free. Annualcreditreport.com. Simple to do. Now, the next thing I want to do is analyze you. That's right. On my credit dashboards for years, before coma and after that, free articles, analyzations were free. I want everybody to know the truth. I don't need your damn money. I'm retired. But what I do want to do is help to change the world today. And the money that comes in pays the bills for the office. The bottom line is simple to do. So we can analyze you in 24 hours. We can tell you exactly what you have to do, what I'll do for you too. Now pull out your social security card. Now. Come on, it's in your personal wallet and you've never read the card. It's in there, you never tore it apart. Here's the application that literally is for the social security card. Let's understand. Mama did this at the hospital if Nixon really took the gold standard out. If not, you did it yourself when you're 13 to 16 years old for the job. Did you know on line one that you never paid attention to? It says name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above, names you use. See, your SSN was designed for the 1040 tax return. That's all it's for. Read the card in your purse, front and back. It usually says, all right, do not laminate, don't carry with you, and don't use for ID purposes. So every time you do, you break the rules too. Congratulations, sheep. But again, it says owned by Property Social Administration, government agency. That's the IRS, by the way. So what did we get? An SSN for the 1040 tax return. Isn't that fun? Open and go. Number two. So what happens next after that? You got your first paycheck. And what did you think? You thought half the money was stolen. Where's my money? When someone pointed out the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. Now you have to have your life and your income is your lifestyle. Then you think free money is credit and you screw it up. You're bringing the pain home. Kind of silly and dumb. So we're a bunch of dumb sheep and ducks. We're sheep because we follow, and when they sue us, we better damn well duck. So what happened is none of you, sorry to say, you didn't master literally the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, where it says the corporation's a legal person under SS4. You see, we only get one SSN, and everybody seems to screw that up too. Why don't you write down irs.gov and write down 1244? Why don't we take SSN and SS4 and file one tax return so we never pay tax again? You almost pay no tax ever. Is that okay with you? See, if you play correctly, we got to compare the two. Application, social security card, you only get one. One is the lonely number, SS5 right in front of you, and then there's an SS4. This one here is very simple for the 1040 tax return. You get taxed on everything you bring in, and then you have to survive on the leftover. Good luck with that. Corporation over here at corporate divisions, they get to pay the tax after they pay all the bills first. Nothing left over, no tax. Is that how the rich and famous people do it too? So you can learn to play the game if you want to. But right now, today, you're not a great CFO. You suck. Because you haven't learned to balance your debt and get it right in the first place. You got to play. Remember today, one SSN. Not out of 10 people screw it up every day. SS4 corporation. Here's our problem. A corporation gets a tax ID. That's good. But if they sue the corp, they sue you. You're a duck. And if you allow your corporation to do business, that's kind of stupid. It should manage divisions and subsidiaries like the banks, grocery stores, and the cities do in your face. That's why it's called We the People in the Constitutional Right of Chapter 14. But again, what can you do? You could create a line of defense and give you a second chance. Don't worry, I wrote the rules and tools and I created this anyway. That's how long I've been around, 45 years. You can reprogram your brain to millionaire status and become a certified CFO. Oh, that's what we're going to do these people this weekend. All right, so what happened is very simple. SSN makes us all a bunch of sheep. SS4 allows us to be a flying eagle. So let's play. If I rebuild you today, I have to do that to make you a CFO for the corporate and the divisions. At the same time, please allow me to use an SS4 with your name on it, please. That way you can choose wisely and have two CFOs simultaneously and build more credit. Oh, we're going to show them some rules and tools they've never heard before tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday too. But again, this is up to you to play. So put all your ducks in a row and get the corporate umbrella. What a concept. Now, a division of you allows you to receive money, daisy chain credit, and make sure you don't bring the pain home. Because 4 of you, I know you have a car repossession. I'm sorry. All right, all of you are getting the 1099-C. the company, you didn't pay for the car, and not only did they get the deficiency balance, but they turn around, they convert it to a 1099-C to the IRS. So that's unclaimed income on unsecured debt, and now you're going to be taxed state and federal again. Sorry, your problem is you didn't play, and you didn't plan the problem, and now it's going to kick your assets. So a division of you getting credit under tax ID. The office sells it for $9.99, a good price. On a webinar now with me live, I discount things usually half price. So it's $4.99. Ultimate go, you get the Zelle bank transfer deposit. But if you wait till after I'm done talking, just pay the $9.99 with the specialist too. Remember that form here. Application for Social Security card. We have to remember line 1. We have to remember SSN is for 1040 tax return. Then we have to look in the corner. Right in the corner it says SS5. So understand something today. Did you know there's a world clock meter? So let's understand what happens today. If I open my cell phone and I look up Google real quick and I put life death clock, okay, and that's what it says, life death clock. So we're going to look at this meter that's kind of counting this like sheep. So what happens is if more people die, they can't print more money. When Nixon was involved, all right, they used to print money in the gold standard. But then he removed that so they can print more money. So that's why the SSN is given to mommy when she delivers the baby in the hospital to bond the baby for up to $35 million and print more money. But again, tells us how many people are living and dying of the millisecond. So if we pay attention, we're counted like sheep. Because at the end of the day, you have to have your defensive circle for you and understand SSN, SS4. But again, all I got to tell you is understand something today. Be safe, not reckless. Learn to play. Now let's look at the SS4. Is that okay? We're going to tear this form apart probably 10 times this weekend. They're going to learn the 26 rules, how to use the SS4 again and again. Wow, what do we get to do? Line 1 says legal name of entity or individual person. So the banks, grocery stores, and cities use this per location, so then they get a tax credit when they screw up. You could actually put your name on line 1 and let me build the division of you. We're going to dissect the form again and again, because line 9 says one thing, banking and credit purposes. The only form on the planet Earth, you've heard of planet Earth, right, that allows one per entity is the SS4, never the SSN. You only get one of those. So the bottom line is, why a corporation? Simple. I want to pay tax. I want to buffer, pay the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. And then from there, I want corporate cash credit. See, you can't write off your personal credit, diddly squat, bring the pain home. That's kind of dumb. But when we take corporate credit, we get to write off the interest rate, the credit card, and the line of credit. It isn't finance itself. What a hell of a game to play. But again, cars at fleet price and tax ID, stay at the hotel, get a free buffet. So the division is simple. It's called the line of defense that I invented for you. From there, you screw up one, go get another one. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and real estate. See, you never know who the tenant is going to slip, fall, and sue and start to screw you up. Sorry. You have to separate liability. It's called the line of defense. You want to play? All right, let's see if you're up to it today. The divisions, that's credit per entity. How about liability in the SS4? One screws up, I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, bankrupt under the Federal Protection Act, say the other pieces. Why would anybody ever bring the damn thing home? That's just all stupidity, is it not? I don't understand that, but understand statement of guarantee. I'll guarantee everything for you. As long as you play with me and you do what I tell you to do. All right, you listen to the rules and tools, but that's going to be up to you to follow through too. So understand something today. Violation, don't jack it up. Don't basically reapply. See, when I add history to you in the corporation, they give you all these little limitations. It's pre-approved. It's all BS. If you screw up, you're going to call Santos, the floor manager, or your specialist at 800-510-3338. We're going to have to assess what you did. And if you did so much, we're going to close your case and you're out. Or we have to charge you for a wrap or rescore or something. Because I paid for the first one. Hell, I'm not paying for the second one. You screw up. It's when you got to take responsibility for your actions too. Now understand the side over here changes. That's because you got credit under SSN where you never had to. So remember, past should not chase future. So I'd always tell you, if you have an open collection account, negotiate. Now, let's say you have an IRS problem. Under the Constitution, the IRS must hand you an SS4, all right, and all the pieces in a 656, a 433, A and B. There's a solution for almost everything for you. Biggest problem is who you're asking questions to. Maybe you ought to challenge me and have some fun. So what do we get to do? Simple. I do a rapid refresh. I want to get you to 750. Again, I need you to pay attention. I need you to follow through, be part of the program while I repackage you. Is that okay if I do the work for you? Remember, open collection account, negotiate, 25-29% rule, and from there, rapid refresh. Now you got a 750 score. That's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. All right, ultimate goal, very simple to do. 750 score. Not hard to do as long as we work together and you're basically paying attention. I'm excited. Good, me too. But you should have, Wanda, you should have came in person. You're in Los Angeles right now. All right, you've never seen me live in an audience and have fun with knowledge and like wall of tablet. Oh, so right, if you're at home or wherever you're at, we're still gonna have fun because you know what? You're gonna learn more things than that live event you ever learned in your life. And the ones that don't show up, and the ones that don't want to do it, that's just, I'm sorry. When I was a little boy, I wanted someone to help me. I begged, I prayed, I did everything I could. I wanted a millionaire or a billionaire to show me and hold my hand. I had to create it myself, and the million and billion too. So what do we get to do? We get to dissect you, repackage you, and rapid rescore on the credit file. And then from there, on Saturday, usually you go to a class, you learn to play, you get a 750 score, and then I charge you $1,000. That's the price. But then I give you $1,000 credit card to reimburse yourself. I take away all your excuses. From here, all right, as we do this, understand something. I discount during the webinar only. So if it's now, you're going to pay $499 half price. From there, I'm your coach for 90 days, and you can scan that, pay the credit card, Bimbo, whatever, PayPal too. You can do it now. I like now. But then I'm your coach for 90 days. Don't worry, after the boot camp, all this is changing back to normal pricing. All right, the people that didn't play, guess what? They're gonna go bye and away because they have to play the right way. $4.99, you get a $500 card. That way you get 100% back. Now remember, you can also take a picture and Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, RayScutter.com, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. There's no excuses. Now you're assigned to specialists. They hold your hand every step of the way as well too, and they also make some sales as well. So when we do this, understand today, if you want to refer people, we will actually build you more credit or send you 10% of cash. You want to make $1,000 a day? Get somebody in the program right away. Now, I need you to do your part. Can you call the phone number? 888-567-8688. You see, here's our problem. You added yourself to the national mailing list because you're a voter. All right, use your home address, and that's silly and dumb. You got a corp or you get a cable bill. So let's do this. Let's opt out for 5 years so you get less robocalls and less junk mail. All right, ultimate goal. Now, as we play, keep in mind, I want you to plan the problem. I'm sorry, you've allowed someone in your life, friends and family, to rip you off, knock you down. You spent thousands and it didn't work. But you know what? I'll play with you to make sure it works. Is that okay? Now, I need you to write down safety credit. Here's your biggest problem. You're your biggest problem. You see, every card in your purse or wallet needs a sticky. We want to dummy size this. We put the limit. We put basically 25% always. We never go past 29%. The way I designed it for Yarborough 40 years ago, we created a line of defense. Isn't that fun? And then now I finally got Credit Karma to do the rules too. Because a couple years ago, they were saying 40%. That was stupid. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. The sticky will help you get to discipline. All right, understand not to, bring the pain home again. And then you're going to go, well, what if I have an emergency, Ray? Wow. Understand the line of defense. You have to understand there's a science between the madness. If you would have listened a long time ago and understood the perfect credit cards on the planet, they don't use the 29% rule like all the cards do. Two do not. Let's pick the two that do not. And what do we get to do? We get the gold and platinum cards. These suckers have paid over time limit up to $1 million. It'll help you not screw this up anymore. Then we'll build them by the corporations and divisions too. Ultimate goal. So understand today what everybody seems to do when they lose their job, have an emergency. All right, they run out of time, they run out of money, and then they go jack up their personal credit 42 days. I've never seen so much stupidity in my life. I'm sorry. You can't run up diddly squat. You backed yourself in a corner, and you brought the pain home to you. And then you want to blame everyone else. I lost my job. This happened. Blah, blah, blah. BS. Take responsibility. All right? You don't know what it's like being used and abused as a kid. You want to get out of hell. So I got no excuses. And if you meet me, you got no excuses too. You need $5,000 today. Now. Go ask your friends, your family, the bank. They all say no. The average person wastes $50 every other day on a bunch of crap. I watch people go to the office and go with a bag of $12 of crap food. That's why they're fat. They should be more healthy, but they're not. That's not pH. That's FAT. They gotta get on a diet. But that's just me, my opinion. You know, if I use this magic card here, $5,000 safety card, the payment is $50 a month. $50 a month, you can maintain a safety credit card and help you not bring the pain home. And then they said the average person wastes $140 a week. Well, it's true. I don't get it. That's $600 a month. Now these are corporate cards. This is 300,000 right here, 100,000 each, for the hell of it. If I take 50,000 off of a card, it's a corporate card. I get to write off the card, the interest rate, and everything else here. Something screws up. It's not me and my family, but then it's payment 612.26. If I take that money, I can get 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-thru, even during a pandemic, using some common sense. You ever heard of common sense before? You reach your goals. You see, when I was a little kid, I kept telling people I hear this voice. They thought I was crazy. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. I got total recall in most things, an IQ of 203. And the teachers didn't really like me because I thought the teachers were stupid. And I thought the grown-ups were stupid too. But you know what? I believed in God and I believed in me. You today believe in you. Why don't we think about this? I was kicking the door jam literally at 10 years old. When I started kicking the basketball, they go, what? See, white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. How many stupid people have you ever heard say white men can't jump? Or even Joe made fun of it, and I called him on that too. You got choices today when Nixon took the gold standard out. What did you do? Nothing. You didn't understand that. So let's write down Ray's rules one more time. Let's write down $100,000 of credit, a couple cards. For the hell of it, why not? See, it never hurts you when you have more. It only kills you when you don't have enough. This is what you did to you. If you use the 21% rule that I designed with Yarbrough years ago, we have 71,000 of safety. If we use this to start a business, that's called stupid. You're not stupid. Why do you do stupid things? Using personal credit to start a business is the stupidest thing you could ever do. Flat out. You can't write it off. You can't get diddly squat. And when you brought the pain home, you hurt you and your family. And this is when you have to man up, woman up, make sure you understand you're responsible for your stupidity. What you should have did is use corporate credit. Why? You get to write off the interest of the credit card. If it screws up, we're going to bank with division, just like the banks and grocery stores and cities do. And if we win, we're going to absorb the taxation. We're going to play. But then you get your cake, you need it too. That's Ray's rule, step number 7 today. All right, become a certified CFO. Literally, never bring the pain home, but it's your choice. You see, there's me dead. Once you Google the address and find out I'm not full of it, and tell you the truth, my address. And it's for yachts in the backyard and the goodies too. You see, the devil's always trying to knock us down and hold us back. But God's delays, they're not God's denials. You can go see it, believe, and go get it too. Now, here's the thing we're going to do in the boot camp. We're going to dissect your personal life, the 100,000, maintaining. We're going to make sure you understand what cards to have, rent or mortgage, how you do this. The goal is to break even, and anything above that goes to the corporation. Do you understand? So we're going to learn to balance your debt. Is that okay? Then you're not going to bring the pain home ever again, because that was silly and dumb. From here, corporations accredit life. Oh, goody. There's only 10 great credit cards. Let's get them per entity. That way you get over $1 million. Why not? It's kind of fun. But I'll build it for you if you allow me to. But again, it's not legal accounting advice. It's just me using my blueprint to rebuild you, repackaging your whole life. That's what we're going to do. Oh, this weekend is going to be fun. All right, the ultimate goal is to see it, believe it, go get it. I'm going to shake them up, wake them up. They're not ready for this, but they're going to have fun. You see, basically the banks, they have unsecured line of credit up to 150. That's called checkbook money. Would you like 5.4 million of that or more? You can get up to that more. But again, you have to have corporate divisions and focus on checkbook money too. The ultimate goal of corporations, a legal person, that's right in front of you. Chapter 18, corporations, a legal person that may sue or be sued. What do we get to do? It's simple. We have a choice. When you get a corporation and it does business, when they sue it, they can sue you, and that brings the pain home. Even that's kind of dumb. But again, what do? When I tore apart 17983 and 8586, I created a process of divisions. But I heard a corporation's a legal person at 7.5. When I was being used and abused at Mrs. Hope's house, she's telling the world she's helping the kids. She's full of, you know what? She was a she-devil from hell. But you know what I did the next day? I rode my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. There was a library next door. I said, man, what does this mean? She was mean to me too. She walked away, didn't say a word. Came back and said, Mr. Michael, he's in the back. She was a beyond. Oh my goodness. I'm in the back. You can't find a blueprint on this planet in any book, anything you try to do today that teaches what I teach and preaches about, period. Find me a blueprint. If you blow this opportunity to play with me for 3 days, just remember, I told you, you make sure you don't blow this. But then that's the last and final one I'm going to do, and that's on you. So what did I do? I sent away my little money order. The Secretary of State of California, and I found out corporations were free when I was 9.5. I am the founder of Helping Hand. I got named in the movie Dave and brought $100,000 of credit in. They just sent it for free. Whee! But again, it's your choice. My dashboard has an affiliate. I'm allowed to do credit reports under tax ID and SSN. Like Robert here, I did his daughter's new file last week from their tax ID and divisions. So let's understand common sense. The corporation, we're going to separate liability, maybe on properties as well. Whatever we need to do, we should get cash credit for the corp and for the divisions, okay? Because you can get millions of dollars and the bank's not going to hand it to you. But again, you're the certified CFO. All right, I did it from a cat. Sam Reynolds, the cat with credit, I bet $1 million. We had this big poster that we worked at the Bonaventure for 32 years. Sam Reynolds, the cat with credit. I brought the cat in the cage, and I showed the credit too. They're fun. If I can do it for the cat, I can probably do it for you. Inc. Magazine interviewed me too, and I told him use plastic to finance your business. Don't take it from your family. That'd be stupid. But again, what do you get to do? Cats have 9 lives. Let's get out my magic wand. Mine's broken. Can I borrow yours? Why don't we get 9 divisions? 9 divisions. You see, a division gives you a second chance to try. As long as you're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. Line of defense. How about the corporate umbrella? Isn't that fun? See, every corporate 3 divisions is up to $1 million. And when you don't do what you're told to do, you got to understand that's on you. We get to play. Now, here's what happens when I do a tax ID for the corporate you. When I do the tax ID, I add the credit reports. I add crash credit for you. I line you up for checkbook money. Is that okay? So understand today, there's 7 reasons why you want me to do it for you. Write them down. You can't take a picture. Line of defense. All right, they're cheap. Multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. From here, multiple credit reports, real estate, and liability. So again, we have to look at credit and liability. Understand that. That's going to be one of our focuses this whole weekend in line of defense. We're going to teach you what I designed called the defensive rules as we play. You're never going to bring the pain home again as long as you play with me. But again, this builds a credit report, Asperian, Equifax, TransUnion goal. I'd always tell you to have 9 to 30 divisions if you want to get up to that $5 million mark. But that's my recommendation for you, line of defense. So let's understand. If I get you a gold card, and I charge a little fee for that, okay, and I get you one up to $1 million in paid overtime limit, my next question, would you like 9 sister cards? 9 sisters. See, every entity should have one. Every location of McDonald's is owned and operated by. They even file bankruptcy in locations too. Piece of property, franchise. One screws up, you got a left to go get another one again and again. Your banks and grocery stores do this every day. But again, that's up to you to learn how to play. The live event is this weekend. Blow it, that's on you. Ultimate goal, no excuse anymore. Bottom line is simple today. Now, I wrote in my book 45 years ago, cash flow free up your time. My basis on section page 16, column 2. So when we play today and we take money off of a cash credit card, you could loan it out under C191D. That means you can create 5,000 to 10,000 a month and more. But again, we're going to dissect that and do that over the boot camp too. This would enhance your income or replace it. Depends on what you're trying to do. When I did my first matrix of 121 divisions, I brought in over 190,000 a month. Was that good? Well, you started to see the 16 million or the 32 million. You see, I like making money. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. So with money, I can help more people too. I like the goodies. You like goodies? Do you like mansions and helicopters and yachts? I like this one. Oh, the 3 yachts in the backyard, the largest U-Dock, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Isn't it fun? See, I'd rather show my real stuff because most people are full of what? Shit. So the reality is have the cars registered to a division, D and V. Again, how we play Harley ride, going on the love ride with Neil Diamond a couple times too. Oh, I like the S55 Mercedes. How about the Cadillac Escalade? How about the Jaguars? How about all the goodies? You see, your biggest problem today is you. All right? You got the opportunity of a lifetime to spend 3 days with me to change your life. And if you blow that, that's you, because it's my last and final one. I'm keeping my promise to my wife. As she says, this is my hobby for 45 years. So I like the goodies. I even usually put the Ray Reynolds University.com even on the Duffys and the yachts too. It's a marketing tool. You write it off. But again, it's a choice. So I got a donkey named Max. You know what? How do you protect an asset? And what's the difference between protecting or hiding? See, we're going to dissect this weekend a lot, because when you have to pay an attorney, it's 3,000 to 5,000, and I'd rather just get over a division and go get another one. You see, we got to protect our ass as we obtain the assets, because if we do it at the last minute, they're saying we're hiding it. I want a good paper trail. I want to cover my ass. Don't you want to cover your assets too? You see, in one of my other books, I got 39 books I've written in the last 14 years, ready to go to a publisher. It's fun. I got one called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills. Because most people are full of, you know what? Simple. Now, let's pretend you listen to me. You got both of these suckers turned up. Corporation does no business, manages division subsidiaries. We got one in trouble. What are we going to do? We're going to have an emergency meeting. We're going to vote and elect to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. That's the rules I wrote for you. And if I can't say it within 4 to 6 months, I'm going to basically do what the Federal Protection Act allows me to do. I'm going to bankrupt the damn thing and go get another one. Wow! That's what we should do. You see, your problem is you didn't give yourself a second chance, and you didn't plan the problem, and you brought the pain home. Sorry, it's true. You should have known and understand tax IDs. There's 26 ways to understand tax ID. They're going to master that this weekend. So a division is fun. I will give the 2000 of history, set up the tax ID, do the credit report, Spear and Treasury and Equifax. From here, the office sells them 1,000 a piece. That's what they're worth for another life. And here I discount them, all right, to 500 a piece. So 3 is 3,000. Now it's 3 for 1,500. You can scan, pay now. Up to you. Miss out, that's okay, because you won't get another opportunity. That was on you. So there's a corporate umbrella under tax ID. Got it? That follows tax ID. Then we get credit for every entity. We get the money. They get the honey. But again, you can also sell bank transfer deposit. Now I want to repackage everybody's life. The ultimate goal. So today, I'd like you to have $1 million of credit cards and $5 million of checkbook money. I believe that should be your goal. Is that okay? So understand today, I want to repackage every one of you. As we do this, all right, until up to this boot camp, I was doing 6 days a week. All right, the boot camp's this weekend, so the reality is it's my 45th year. All right, helping people. Time's up. I don't get it. This is the boot camp that'll change your life. 3 days, me live in person or online, literally going over the Millionaires Founders Kit Real Estate Financial Series and a lot more things you would never hear in your whole life. Here's your opportunity. You blow it, that's on you. That's my last and final one I'm going to do. So today, remember, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all right, it's called setting the tone. From here, you can get a day at a time, the ultimate goal. So from there, it's my last and final one. Got to keep the promise to my wife and my son. And we're going to go on business trips in 2024 and take out one of the yachts or two. We're going to have fun and ride it all off, of course. So time is up. It starts tomorrow. From there, we have this setting the tone for 3 days. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're stuck with me in person or online. And what we're going to do is go through all the things, steps, and rules and tools. Your brain will be tired. You'll need an ice pack. Last day to sign up is now. After I'm done talking, forget it. It's too late. Level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty classes and 25,000 of credit, 14,000 of bonuses. The office sells this for $10,000. We're going to the Millionaires Founders Kit Real Estate Financial Series. Become the bank, tax balancing buckets of money. Now they sell it for 10. Today I'll give you a discount for 5. Right there, 5,000. You can scan now. Now, if all you want is the boot camp, it's 1,000 a day. Okay, that'll change your life, but basically it's up to you. All right, with bonuses or not. As we do this, remember it's my last and final one. All right, last day. Your opportunity is now. As we do this, you can also sell, bank transfer, deposit. You can talk to Santos or Scott or Eric or anyone else, or even Bree and Karen too. Oh, don't forget about Monica. I forget when they're going to say, what did you know? Talk about me. Why did you think what I did in the first place? See, you can become a Ray Reynolds millionaire member. See, you don't get this. The ones that are in the 6-month program, I'm adding $1 million of history to the corporate divisions now. Again, the last time I did one of these 6-month programs was 2008. My graduate rates were cash call, speedy cash, don't be broke time. All right, and basically owning, who became cash call, became owning. See, you get to play. Now the interviews are starting right away. This is the 6-month program. I'm going to inventory you, your house, your business, your personal life, as long as you allow me to. I'm going to blueprint you. Give me your goals. Please challenge me. I've been so damn bored for so long, it's ridiculous. We're going to Zoom, if you're in this program, every 2 weeks. And that's going to be fun. From there, I'm going to call you every week and wake you up, shake you up. Make sure you're on your toes, ready to go. From there, basically it's 6 months of level 1, 2, and 3 specialty classes too. From there, I'm giving you $100,000 of credit. See, when we sell 100,000 credit, that's 10,000. That's 10%. That's national average anyway. So here, I want to get the 100,000 and show you how to daisy chain to 5 million. And don't worry, I created and invented daisy chain. 113 ways to do that. From there, as you do this, keep in mind it's a 6-month commitment to you, me to you. The office has to sell it for $35,000. They can't discount it. I sold it for $52,008. My discount while you're online right now is $10,000. Pay in full, save 10%. Put $5,000 down, a payment of $1,000 a month. Simple to do. All right, no excuses anymore. From there, there's a scan to do the $5,000 now. And if you want to pay it and save the 10%, you can do it now too. Just scan it twice. Isn't that fun? Again, you get setting the tone for free. I like that. 6-month program. From there, last and final chance. You can Zelle, bank deposit, or wire. You might want to call somebody right away to make sure you get your butt in here. But if you don't, you kind of blew it. So I got classes in rotation every 8 weeks. They rotate. But again, I haven't done this weekend besides the boot camp. So why you want an unsecured line of credit? Why not? Up to 150. All right, up to 5.4 million. long as you have corps and divisions, we can clone it and go again and again. Now, all cash applications require a certified CFO. You're not getting cash unless you're the good CFO. From here, the cards, I'd always tell you to help balance your personal debt, will be basically the ones that have used the 29% rule. They have paid over time and are limited to $1 million. In other words, they never drop your score ever unless you don't pay them. Again, that's a choice to help you balance your debt. I do charge $999 to build those cards up for you off my cards. Simple. If you want a fallout today, last chance you could ever do this, $100,000 of credit is 10%. It's $999, 10,000 bucks. 50,000, 5,000, 25,000, 2,500. I will build it up for you, and I'll discount it today during this broadcast only. So you can get $39.99 for the 100,000 through me during the broadcast only. If you don't do it and scan it now, or Zelle, bank transfer deposit, it's okay. The office will charge you 10%. You blew the opportunity. Opportunity's not only falling in your lap, it's up to you. When you use personal credit to finance a business, I'm going to say that's silly and dumb again. You jacked it up, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. You can't write out diddly squat. When you use corporate credit my way, you get to write it all off, interest rate and credit card line of credit. Borrow money's not taxable. When you do retire, remember your bills never go away. So that's having your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules. Why don't you put one hand up right now and say SSN, I'm a sheep and I'm a duck. Because that's what we all are. We pay tax, we get the leftover. Other hand goes, I'm an SS4. I don't pay any damn tax until I pay my bills first. And I pay tax on the leftover. It's IRS rules. You can go to irs.gov. You can look at the 1244, file one tax return, almost pay no tax ever again if you want to play. It's like if I give you a check today for $1 million, what are you going to do? I'm sorry, you're going to put in your personal account because some ding-dong CPA and attorney told you to. I tell that it was stupid. You only keep $375. Put it in a corporation or a division of you. That way you never pay tax until after you paid the bills. No leftover, no tax. Is that how the rich and famous people do it? Probably true. You see, today you got the choice of the United States of America Incorporated. They set up 50 corporations called states. Then the states set up cities called corporations too. See, they built a line of defense in front of you. You didn't dissect it like I did as a kid. So remember today, they even created the Chapter 9 bankruptcy in the Federal Protection Act. They get to bankrupt a debt and stay in business. Are these turned on? What's wrong with you? Why would you ever bring the pain home when you never had to? I don't understand something. My promise to myself is I'd never get married until I master the rules, that I'd never bring the damn pain to my family, ever. And I'd never hold a baby unless it was my first child. I kept my promises. Your goal is simple today. Bankrupt. Google it. You're going to have to prepare something. The next time blank hits the fan, is it you and your family in SSN or corp division or subsidiary? Who's going to be the duck the next time? You had the duck the last time, did you not? Your choice is simple. When I add you to my credit system, if you want $1 million of credit up to that, I'll actually do it for you, but I understand it's not easy. And on top of that, you got to go to class. I don't want you to screw up what I'm trying to do for you. Going to class teaches you rules and tools. From here, what did you do if you have a corp before you met me? You spent thousands of dollars. The average person who has a corp before they met me, they spent $3,000 to $5,000. They didn't learn diddly squat. That attorney, CPA, and incorporated service didn't teach you yet, and you wasted money. Me, I've been giving the articles for free for 45 years. All right, you see, the filing fee, that's all you pay, and the corporation's free. It's simple, but you didn't learn diddly squat. California, they're waiving the filing fee till June of this year. You don't have to be a sheep and a duck. You can learn to play. Let's take the starter package. Here's the starter package. All right, this is going to rebuild your credit, rapid score. National average for corp piece of paper is $3,000. So let's do this. Let's rebuild your credit so you become a good CFO. Let's give the articles also tax if you don't have them. If you do, we'll use what you got. Let's put you in a setup in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Let's give you $5,000 back to take away your excuses. That's 2.5 times your money back, by the way, that you invested in the program for $19.99. From here, You go to class, you learn to be a CFO. Now, during this broadcast, I discounted half during the broadcast only. You scan, you pay now. If you put it off, then you call the office and pay $2,000. It's that simple. At the $9.99 price, it gives you 5 times your investment back to you. Again, then I'm your coach for 90 days. I have no excuses, neither do you. That discount is only good during this conversation, period. From there, a million in the making's 5,000 because you get 25,000 of credit. Same goodies, but it's 5 times your investment back. During the broadcast, I discounted half price, $2,499 and all those goodies, and you get 10 times your money back up to $25,000 of credit, and you scan, you pay now. Credit card, Venmo, whatever it is, or PayPal, whatever you need to do. Or you can turn around today as your coach for 90 days. All right, the discount is only good now. You can sell. I'm the recipient, Ray Reynolds, RayRaceCredit.com, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. I have no excuses, and I'm putting you in check. Neither do you after today. Beat your doubt, run your race, and get the blank out of my way. I rebuild you. The ultimate goal. You're lacking knowledge is why you're screwing up. Getting past go, not a problem to do. God's gift, mansions in the harbor, race boats and yachts, say the RayReynoldsUniversity.com. Why not? Helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings. You see, we got choices. I like your driver's license changed to P.O. Box mail and address. I don't want you having your privacy ever, all right? Somebody knowing what you live. But again, half of you put your address on your corporation before you met me. That was really stupid. The state told you on a mailing list. Or you wonder how I got my robocalls. See, it's like the car you drive today. I'm sorry you did that wrong too. I want to repackage your whole life. You basically got sweated for 5 hours. You lost 5,000. You got 9 inquiries. When you gave them that piece of paper to run your credit, you should have wrote down aloud 1 inquiry, took a picture. You allowed them to treat you like a sheep and a duck. Deny it, please. You allow that. It's wrong. The way you buy cars is wrong. It makes no sense. A car is literally fleet price, tax ID divisions. See, I invented and created all these rules and tools at work. Okay, I'm the guy that created it, so you might want to listen and learn. Car, fleet price, tax ID division. Doesn't show up on personal credit. Don't have to worry about gap insurance. Don't have to worry about the 1099-C for those 4 that have repossession today. Good luck with that. A corporate car. It's a write-off. You become a certified CFO. I'm sorry, I see 49 bloodsucker attorneys every day. I'm number one. You go into the social media, they interrupt you. Were you in an accident? Were you a passenger? Were you in the back seat? Did you slip and fall? When I was a kid, they called these ambulance chasers. So you get the billboards on the freeway too. I mean, if they're all number 1, who's number 2? See, here's the problem on a car registration. If you're the registered owner, you're the duck, because when they sue you, they take everything you got. My way is a division. You plan the problem, you don't bring the damn pain home, and they get diddly squat. Maybe you have never had to fight for your life, huh? Every piece of property is a division. Everyone. Your house. Well, I'll set your taxes. Amazon paid no tax on their first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they pay tax when they don't have to? See, your choice is to listen and learn. And the overview is phenomenal. It gives you a lot of good tools. Classes are good. The open event will change your life. We dissect everything. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter within 24 hours using the line of credit. From there, he's got a spaceship. So did the other 2. Your choices are simple. You could basically join the club, win the battle too. But that's step 15. So money into more money, reference 3 times 5. You should write it down even if you don't understand it. Because some of you had some money before and you kind of pissed it away, and then you're broke the next day. Carl here, he listens. He brings in billions of dollars. His lines of credit more than he brings in. He pays no state or federal tax at all. From there, Walt Disney didn't want to pay tax on $1 billion. They wrote an IOU to themselves, and they paid no damn tax. It's in Newsweek. It's called They're Going to Duck Taxes. I guess someone's trying to be cute. A division of you we're going to dissect this weekend more, because there's about 20 things I haven't taught you before. The division of you to receive money of daisy chain credit. Office sells it for $9.99, good price. I discount them during the webinar for $4.99, half price. You Zelle, you put in your message what you Zelle for, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Specialists hold your hand every step of the way, then you're stuck with me. Run your life through a corporation or conjunction. You see, the goal is very simple, not to bring the pain home and to become a certified CFO. So as we played the game today, pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. I'm sorry, your paycheck is taxable income, right? You get the leftover after they take the tax. You pay payment, gas, registration, insurance, and I'm sorry, that's kind of stupid. Every one of you in a brand new corp can buy a car at fleet price and get and write it off step by step today. In your paycheck, you'll be under the corporation. There's so many things you get to do. But again, once you yell no, and basically under the corporation, drive a company car like I do. But it's your choice, learning to play. Ultimate goal, S is for, why don't you get one of those today? You'll find out 9/10 is banking and credit purposes. It's IRS public record. You'll find out I'm telling you the truth. It'll set you free. And when they get to sue you, they don't have to duck anymore. You can learn to play if you want to, but that's up to you as well. Remember, Nixon took the gold standard out. Every mommy gets an SSN within 2 hours. A baby's born. So then the mommy signs a form, baby goes in the stroller, car seat, and gets to go to work. Is that really true? No, they do the SSN. So understand, to me, everything's rules, tools. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. You have a house today and it's not in a trust, that's called stupid. When they sue you, they take it away, and when you die, it's stuck into probate, and your family got diddly squat. It's simple. From there, when you fix up a property, the problem is you're going to hire a contractor, and you're the one to play, and they're going to hire the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. When they slip, fall, and cut corners, they're going to sue you and take everything you got. Do it my way, they're going to get diddly squat. Why not? Why don't you look up your revocable trust today? But do what you want. You're the grown-up too. Step 19, 6 more to go. All right, stop bringing the pain home. Now, people all the time say, Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I said, you can't be a Wesley Snipes. All right, basically, and screw this up, or Willie Nelson. Understand something today. If you didn't watch them, they got their assets kicked. Wesley went to prison for 5 years. Listen to stupid attorneys and CPAs. So, I don't want to pay tax? Knock off the BS. It's bull crap. You got to play peekaboo with the IRS. You can't do that. No one can play peekaboo with the IRS. They're the bullies of the world. IRS.gov, get the form called 656 433AB. If you had a problem, you try to play that game like Wesley did. All right, let's get you fixed back up so you don't go to prison for 5 years like he did. All right, step number 20, ultimate goal, we get to play, become a certified CFO. And what do we get to do? You get to become an OPM, up to 70% discount. Literally, you don't pay a bill up to 90 days. Escrow close, you have up to 200,000 left over. What do you do? Please don't piss it away, not gonna get broke the next day. Why don't you leverage that to up to $15 to $20 million, please? Raise rules, leverage your money. Borrow money is not taxable. Line of defense. See, that's step 21 called blackjack. You get to win. Oops, I did it again. You see, your choices are simple. So there's my office, 2009, 2008, up to $1 million a day. Well, these dummies are stated income and countrywide crap, screwing up their own lives. Kind of dumb. But again, what happened in 2009, we're doing the same thing, helping people like you 6 days a week. But I got to die. But I got to come back, and someone stole my life. What am I going to do? I build $1 million of credit in less than 6 weeks. I don't stay down, and from now on, you never should too. Get to that boot camp, you'll never bring the pain home. It's the blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. The ultimate goal. So I'm going to tell you what to do always. But again, certified CFO, 1,000 steps to millionaire. From there, repackaging you. All right, getting some checkbook money. That's half the fun. Top of that, a corporation is a legal what? Person. As we do this, divisions and corps get cash credit, and we build our line of defense. The ultimate goal. If we do this correctly, every tax ID gets credit reports and cash credit. My recommendation is 9 to 30 divisions. Ultimate goal, line of defense. So when I add tax ID, credit reports, 2,000 of history, they're ready to go. Keep in mind, when you did your file, for you, your personal file, it took you 3 years to try to get it right while you were being a sheep. And today you're still learning things you should have known all along. Every one of these divisions are $1,000 each. 3 is 3,000. During the broadcast, I discount half price, 3 for 1,500 or 500 each. You can scan the 1,500 now, no excuses. All right, the corporate umbrella, liability tax ID, and building the cash credit. That's the goal. As we do this, you can also Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Remember, 45 years I've been helping people just like you. Time is up. The reality is this is the last chance. I'm almost done talking today. So if we do this correctly, we'll understand something. Last and final boot camp ever going to be done. From here, 2024, it's a business trip, and that's the ultimate goal. As we look at setting the tone, this is 3 days, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tear apart every piece, and you're going to learn 60% more than you ever did before because it's a live event and we get to have more fun. Last chance. You get level 1, 2, and 3 specialty classes, 25,000 of credit, up to 14,000 of bonuses. We're going to go through the Millionaires Founders Kit, Real Estate, Financial Series, Become the Bank, Tax Balancing, Buckets of Money. Ultimate Goal, the office sells for 10. My discount to you right now is 5,000. And you can scan and pay the 5,000 now. Ultimate Goal. From here, if you don't want the bonuses, it's 1,000 a day. From there, the opportunity is now. If you blow this, I'm sorry. I'm not doing another boot camp. I give them way too much information. As I was told in Daily Journal years ago, in the opening show for the American Success Journal, which I was, Ray, you're before your time. I don't think you're going to understand that today, too. You can also Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. So if you want to play for 6 months, you get my personal touch. That means I'm going to coach you for 6 months. The last one of these was 2008. I'm going to interview you. I'm going to basically inventory you. I'm going to blueprint you. And we're going to play every 2 weeks on a Zoom. And on top of that, I'm calling you every week. And what's going to happen next is I'm going to hold your hand and push you up to hell. You get 6 months of level 1, 2, and 3 specialty classes. Ultimate goal, I'm going to build you up to 100,000, which normally is 10,000 by itself. Reality is teach you how to turn that into 5 million. As we step up to the plate, it's 6 months commitment from me to you. Office sells it for $35,000. I discount it to 10. You pay in full, you say 10%. You basically put 5,000 down, 5 payments of $1,000 a month. And this is all a complete write-off anyway. It's corporate education. There's your basically scan. You can pay the 5,000 now. You want to pay 10, scan it twice. Very simple to do. We go through the Millionaires Founders Kit. You're getting setting the tone for free at the last and final 3-day event I'm going to do. You can also Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. My first question to everyone is, what are you willing to lose? In life, you lose. You bring the pain home. So again, I kept my promises. I don't bring the pain home. Corporation's a legal person. They sue it, they tend to sue you. Division process is what I created and invented in 85, 86. If we play chess today, we both get to lose pieces on both sides, but my way, we're both getting checkmate. That's the ultimate goal for all of you. From here, you refer people that get into the program. We'll build you credit or give you cash up to 1,000 a day. You see, reaching the dream. You've been trying to do it all your life. Did you have the right coach? You listened to the right person? Every one of you have learned something from me. You ought to think what's going to happen this weekend. I have no idea. Think to be the impossible. I've done it all my life using Ray's rules. Making millionaires in corporations and divisions. All right, and training people to be the certified CFO. That's what the 3 days events are all about. Then we add you to the credit system. Simple. I analyze you, tell you what you need to do. From there, remember, never have joint credit. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Corporations, just a piece of paper. Why did you spend 5,000? Was it made out of gold? You learn diddly squat. They're free. Again, divisions are real estate, franchise, current business. You set up the line of defense. And I use Ray's rules that I created. God gave it to me to give you. I give you bonus cash credit for a reason. Take away your excuses. No one on this planet Earth gives you back your money through personal business credit up to times 10 ever. It's better than being in Vegas. You win every time. I don't have excuses, and now neither do you. Step 24. Ultimate goal, rebuilding the credits. First goal to be CFO. Get into class. All right, we do a rapid refresh. Rebuild a 750 score. You're a CFO. As we do this, you're part of the program, and I repackage you. Simple. Rebuilding the credit rapid score. Class on Saturday, 750, $999. $1,000 card back to you. From there, during the broadcast, I discount it to $499, and I discount it, I put the card to $500 if you pay now and you scan it now. If you don't, then you kind of blew it. Call the office, pay $1,000. From there, that card becomes $500. Starter package, rebuild the credit rapid score. Articles also tax you if you don't have them, I'll hand them to you. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Usually $2,000 and all those goodies. $5,000 credit back to you, 2.5 times your money. During the broadcast, I discount it to $999. That way you get 5 times your money back. Nobody does this besides me. You can scan it now, pay now. Ultimate goal. I'm your coach for 90 days. All right, the discount is now. When I'm done talking, it's over. Millionaire in the making, $5,000, you get $25,000 of credit. 5 times your investment. But again, I discount that to $24.99. That way you get 10 times your money back. You scan, you pay now. Ultimate goal, I'm your coach for 90 days. Discount is only good now. You can Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. Everyone should be a corporate millionaire. That way they learn to play like the banks at the grocery stores do. They don't bring the pain home. Why did you? Lack of knowledge. Look behind the curtain. Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and program your brain into millionaire status. So it's very simple. Today we have to be strong and safe. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So keep in mind today, step 25. If you got an offer today, take the offer now. Zelle, scan, whatever you got to do. At the end of the day, if you're not in that boot camp Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm sorry. You just blew the biggest opportunity in your life. And unfortunately, I didn't stop you. You stopped yourself. Well, I said in the beginning, the biggest problem in your life getting your goal is you. Ultimate goal. So today, your opportunity, you need to call 800-510-3338. Go for it. Okay? Last and final chance. And always remember, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.